Trading psychology is a critical factor that's going to be affecting your trading, but it's commonly overlooked by new traders. I'm going to explain exactly what trading psychology is and 3 ways that you can improve your trading psychology. So real quick, I'll just talk about what trading psychology is. The first part about trading psychology is how do you handle your open positions. Let's say you enter into a position and it starts going in your favor, but you see a small pullback against you. Now that your profit that you haven't closed yet has just decreased, is this going to cause you to get out of your position even though you see no reason telling you to get out of that position? Because if you close out of a position with no reason being shown to you, you're emotionally closing out of that position. And it's one thing if your trading plan says to sell at that time, but if you see no reason to sell and you just don't want your profits to get away from you, you're trading emotionally. And the second thing is also what type of mindset do you have when you're taking trades? Let's say if I lose a trade, am I just going to be frantically looking for a trade? And is my next trade going to be a subpar setup because I just wanted to get into a trade? Also, am I risking more, or am I going for a high risk to reward just for the sole fact that I want to make my previous loss back with this win? Because that's also not a good mindset to have when you're coming into your next trade. And the last part about trading psychology is also what type of thoughts do you have while you're trading? Like, are you thinking, oh, every trade I take just goes against me? Because if you're thinking like that, you honestly might make it true. You want to think that you're a great trader. Even if it's not true, you should put in the work until you believe that. So you want to have good thoughts and not negative thoughts while you're trading. The first way to improve your trading psychology, and also in my opinion the best way, is you want to gain confidence in your strategy. And there's multiple ways that you can do this. The first way that you can do this is you want to write down just a written plan of how you're going to execute your strategy. And you want to make it very clear in every scenario what you're going to do, because you're going to take this plan and you're going to do multiple things with it. The first thing you're going to do is back testing. So you're going to go and you're going to use historical price data and you're going to replay it. And you're going to replay it bar by bar on TradingView. You could use another platform. I prefer to use TradingView, but as you're replaying this historical price data, you're going to utilize your strategy on it and you're going to see how it would have performed, and you want to log this data. Now that you have this data, you can see over a period of time how your strategy would have performed. Now you actually have some evidence backing up your strategy. So now when you're thinking, oh, well, I'm not confident in my strategy, you could say, well, if I traded it during this period of time, this is how my return on investment would have been. And the other thing is too, you can do a thing called forward testing. So that's basically trading with fake money, just using your strategy without actually putting money on the line. So now you're going to see in real time, you're basically trading without the emotional aspect, but you're going to know if you follow all of your rules and your trading psychology is good, you will make money using this strategy if you do well in your forward testing and your back testing. And also, one other thing is I like to find other traders that trade the same strategy as me, and I like to see how successful they are, and I say to myself, if he can do it, I can do it. I've been doing that for a while, because seriously, if that guy can do it, what is stopping me from doing it? Like, nothing. So the second thing that's going to improve your trading psychology is you can't let trading be the only thing that you care about. If trading is the only thing that you care about, when you come to the market, you're going to start forcing setups. You should be able to come to the market, and if you don't see any good setups, you should be able to walk away and just not take any trades and say to yourself, you know what, I'll just come back to tomorrow. And that's hard for a lot of new traders. They're in a rush to just be successful and make money, so they're forcing setups. And additionally, let's say if you sit there for the whole day, even though you didn't lose any money, you're still going to feel like you lost because you lost your time. You sat there for maybe 3 to 4 hours and you did nothing, and you didn't even make any money from it. And you were maybe in your mind working. And the other thing is too, it's going to bother you a lot more when trading is the only thing you care about when you take a loss. It could affect the rest of your day. And you don't want that to happen. You want to come to the market with an abundance mindset. Like, I don't need to make money, but if I see a good setup, I'll take it. And it's weird too. I feel like a lot of traders talk about once they stopped needing to make money from the market, they just started making a lot of money from the market. Because it's just weird. Once you don't need to make money from the market, it's almost like you can see the charts a lot more clearly. And the second part about this is I want you to experience success outside of trading. So I'm saying trading can't be your everything. I want you to maybe have another hobby, like going to the gym, or something that might teach you delayed gratification, because trading is a thing that's going to be delayed gratification, and that's hard for a lot of people because If we're looking at the statistics, a lot of traders are not successful, especially at first too. Including myself, it took me a very long time to actually start seeing success. So you want to get used to that delayed gratification. When I started going to the gym, I started posting on TikTok consistently. And I went to the gym consistently, obviously, but when I started doing these things consistently and I started seeing results in time, I almost started proving to myself that if I'm consistent in these things, eventually in time, I'm gonna start seeing positive results. And then that carried over into my trading. I knew if I kept putting the correct effort into my trading, eventually I would start seeing results from that. So the third and final piece of advice to improve your trading psychology is going to be to become mentally strong. And this is actually going to be gained outside of the charts, but I believe that the person you are outside of the charts is going to carry over into your trading. Let's say outside the charts, you're a very scared person and you can't face your fears. The way this is going to carry over into the charts is you're going to be scared to enter into a position. Once you get your entry, you're going to be really afraid to put money on the line and you're going to miss out on money that you could have made. And let's say that you actually are in a trade, you don't want to accept that you actually are going to lose money. So once it reaches the area where you should be selling at, you're just going to hold it because you're going to say, you know what, I know I'm right, and it's eventually going to go in my favor. And next thing you know, it just keeps going against you and you have a huge loss. And so additionally, this could work the reverse. Let's say you have a winning trade and now you see it pull back against you a little bit. You're afraid that this could potentially go against you and you want to secure that win. You want that number to be green so that you close that winning trade earlier than you would have liked to. So because you're doing this, your brain's going to tell you to do all this too. It's common. That's why a lot of traders don't make money. What your brain tells you to do is not going to be the best decision when you're trading. So that's why you have to become mentally strong. You have to face your fears outside the charts, and once you're trading, it's going to become a lot easier. Trading psychology can be a very hard thing to improve at, but I believe the best way to improve it is just to implement these steps, just journal your trades, and just actively think about it while you're trading. And if you keep doing all this, eventually in time, you will conquer your trading psychology and become the best trader ever.